Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zara Munir and the name of my topic is paramagnetism. First of all, we are discussing about the magnetic materials. Magnetic materials are those materials that can be either attracted or repelled when placed in a external magnetic field and can be magnetized themselves. So when a unpaired electron move in a space in a material, they will be producing some field around it and it is called as magnetic field. Mostly materials are classified into the three types: paramagnetic materials, diamagnetic materials, and the ferromagnetic materials. The main topic for my presentation is paramagnetism defined. Paramagnetism occurs in materials whose atoms have permanent magnetic moment. So it makes no differences whether these dipole moments are not of the orbital or spin type, or we can define it as sum of spin magnetic moment mu s or orbital magnetic moment mu naught is non-zero when place a material in an external magnetic field. Basically, spin magnetic moment tell us about the spin of a molecule in a material, and the orbital magnetic moment tell us about the maximum polarity or the net polarity of the molecule in a material. So we have here two different cases in which we place a paramagnetic material in a applied magnetic field or a material without magnetic field. In case of unmagnetized material, we can see from the left side of a figure, all the magnetic dipole moments are randomly oriented. As we can see, red arrows are represented orbital magnetic dipole moment. They are randomly oriented in the material and they are cancelling effect of each other in the material. So we can say that the vector sum of the orbital magnetic dipole moment is 0 inside the material for a unmagnetized paramagnetic material. So the value of magnetization capital M is 0 for this case. In case of magnetized material, when an external magnetic field is applied to the material, we can apply the field with the source of a magnetic bar as shown in the figure, or we can apply the external magnetic field with the help of a solenoid. Okay. When we applied a magnetic field to the material, all the magnetic dipole moments tend to align themselves in the direction of the applied magnetic field. This alignment is occurred due to the produced torque. When we applied a magnetic field, our torque will be induced and all the magnetic dipole moments align themselves in the direction of the magnetic field. As we can see that red arrows which are representing the magnetic dipole moment, they are parallel with the applied magnetic field, so the total amount of magnetization no longer will be 0. So we can say that the vector sum of individual dipole no longer 0 and the field inside the material now have two components. One is the applied field B naught and the other is induced field. Uh, Applied field is capital B and the induced field is B naught from the magnetization of the dipole. Note that these fields are parallel as we can see from the figure. So some examples of the paramagnetic materials are given as aluminium, platinum, magnesium, chromium, and etc. Curie's law. Curie's law can be defined as when a paramagnetic material is placed in a source of external magnetic field, the thermal motion of the atoms tends to disturb the alignment of the dipoles, and consequently magnetization decreases with the increase in temperature. This law can be explained from this relation. We can see that magnetization is directly proportional to the applied field B and inversely proportional to the temperature. इसका मतलब है कि जब हमारे पास मटेरियल का टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करता है ड्यू टू द थर्मल मोशन ऑफ द आयंस और एटम्स इनसाइड द मटेरियल, द मैग्नेटाइजेशन विल बी डिक्रीजेस. The increase in temperature will cause the decrease in the magnetization and the increase in the applied field will cause the increase in the magnetization. The relationship between M and the temperature T was discovered to be inverse one, and it is also an inverse law which is given by Pierre Curie in 1895. Here in the relation, capital M represent the magnetization, C is the Curie constant, B is the applied field, and T is the temperature taken is the Kelvin. And now we have a case in which we applied a large applied field to a paramagnetic materials. In a large applied field, the magnetization approaches to its maximum value. With the increase in the applied field, magnetization reaches to a maximum value which occurs when all the dipoles are parallel. जब हमारे पास मटेरियल के अंदर डायपोल मोमेंट्स पैरेलल हो जाएंगे अप्लाइड फील्ड के, तो हमारे पास जो मैग्नेटाइजेशन है वो मैक्सिमम हो जाएगी. आफ्टर दैट वी रिच द सैचुरेशन लेवल. When the magnetization reaches the saturation level, increase in the applied field have no further effect. जब हमारे पास मैग्नेटाइजेशन सैचुरेट लेवल पे आ जाएगी और उसके बाद हम जितना भी मैग्नेटाइजेशन एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड को इंक्रीज़ करेंगे, मैग्नेटाइजेशन पे उसका कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. So Curie's law, which requires that M increase linearly with the applied field, is valid only magnetization is far from saturation. This line can be explained from the graph. This is a graph for a paramagnetic material in which on y-axis we take the ratio between the is the ratio of the magnetization M to the saturation value M maximum, and on the x-axis we have the ratio between the external field to the temperature. As we can see that from the graph, Curie's law is valid far from the saturation level. When the curve become linear, as green line is showing the saturation level, the Curie law is far from that line. इस ग्राफ से हम ये कंक्लूड करते हैं कि क्यूरीज लॉ जो होगा तब तक वैलिड होगा जब मटेरियल सैचुरेशन लेवल से फार अवे होगा. Now we have a case in which we remove that external applied field. When the external field is removed from a paramagnetic material, the thermal motion causes the direction of magnetic dipole moments to become random again. इसका मतलब है जब हम एक मटेरियल के ऊपर से अप्लाइड फील्ड को रिमूव कर देंगे तो और जो पहले हमारे पास डायपोल मोमेंट्स की ओरिएंटेशन थी वो उसी ओरिएंटेशन में दोबारा आ जाएंगे और जिसकी वजह से वो रैंडमली ओरिएंटेड हो जाएंगे. द मैग्नेटिक फोर्सेस बिटवीन एटम्स आर टू वीक नाउ, सो दे हेल्ड द अलाइनमेंट एंड प्रिवेंट द रैंडमाइजेशन. दिस इफेक्ट कैन बी यूज टू अचीव कूलिंग इन अ प्रोसेसेस एज नॉन एज एडियाबैटिक प्रोसेस एंड एडियाबैटिक डीमैग्नेटाइजेशन. Thank you for the listening.